If the lazy lead designer Dennis Brannvall ever was to be assassinated, Sweden's potentially biggest crisis in history would begin to play out. It would be a big mess, believe me. Thanks for stopping by, everyone, because today we are asking the unthinkable question, what if lead designer Dennis Brannvall was assassinated? Let's start off by saying that we absolutely don't want this to happen, even if you are opposed to him or EA's laziness, or even hate him truly. In the lead designer's stressful position, anything can happen, and the Swedish DICE devs have to be prepared alongside the Swedish government. The second the lead designer is hit, there will be absolute chaos. Security services would storm in and try to get the area locked down and look for the perpetrator. Official DICE developers, game changers, and military forces would push away any civilians in the way and bring military and armored vehicles on scene. They would also stand in a circle around the lead designer, protecting him, and wait until paramedics arrive on scene and they will check his vital signs. When the worst is confirmed, a government-approved vehicle will take the lead designer's body to a nearby hospital for confirmation. The body will then be put in a chest and flown in Dennis Brannvall's private jet back to Stockholm for an official autopsy. While DICE developers and other military forces are dealing with the general chaos at the scene of the crime, if the assassination took place in plain public view, the news will slowly start to seep out on social media platforms such as Twitter and YouTube that the lead designer has been hit and injured. News crews that weren't already there will arrive at the scene, and many questions that the devs and the government are not yet prepared to answer will be asked. His death will not be confirmed yet, though at this point. Swedish News and Fox News would be among the first to receive the news, and other news crews would receive it quickly afterwards. Designer CJ Jonasson would hear the news within the hour and would be moved to a secret guarded location for safety, where he would wait for further instructions. Official DICE developers in Stockholm would be in touch with other world leaders to share the news, and finally the global news will go out. Lead designer Dennis Brannvall is dead. Schools across the globe will be cancelled for the day, highways will be closed off, people will return home from work, and Sweden will be on a high state of alert, as with the other allied nations for fear of global destabilization. Highly ranked developers and game changers will be transported to secure government facilities in Stockholm. Once Brannvall's death is confirmed, CJ Jonasson would be sworn in as the 6th lead designer for DICE Stockholm and would address the world in a televised press conference. CJ Jonasson would be then sent back to DICE office in Stockholm. Swedish flags would fly at half-mast, and Sweden would immediately get a 2 weeks vacation. Dennis would then have a huge funeral just outside Stockholm with over thousands of people attending and the entire country showing their respects. The world would say goodbye to the most controversial lead designer in recent history. From day one, a worldwide manhunt would take place to find the perpetrator, which hopefully will leave far fewer questions than Lee Harvey Oswald, who assassinated John F. Kennedy. The assassination of Dennis could lead to another Great Depression of EA and Sweden. They will probably not enjoy CJ Jonasson as the new lead designer and whomever he chooses to promote. So that is what would happen if lead designer Dennis Brannvall was assassinated. But guys, don't worry, the security around the lead designer is much tighter than ever before.